We have already crossed the 50th event mark since the opening of our drive and ride events to the public. Routehunters Malaysia is the only organisation documenting the best driving and riding roads in the country. Basically, we find the best place you can take a road trip with your friends or family in Malaysia, outside of Genting Highlands and Ulu Yam. We started doing these events by invite since 2014 and then opened it up for the general public in 2022. Since then, we have done 50 events. For the 49th and 50th event, we had the awesome Volvo XC90 to help us with our journey. The XC90 is big, safe, luxurious and high-tech. But it is such good fun on road trips and not enough is mentioned about this aspect. Unlike the XC60, which has a softly sprung rear, the XC90 has the right balance between traction, roll and comfort. Plus, there's also the fact that the internal combustion engine produces 400 Nm and 300 bhp on its own. This is courtesy of a supercharger and turbocharged engine which is mated to an 8-speed double-clutch gearbox. This means that it can handle twisty roads reasonably quickly. Since this weekend involved us spending nearly 1,000 kilometers on the road, we would greatly benefit from a comfortable and spacious cabin to house our crew and equipment. This is perhaps the XC90's biggest advantage. Its Bowers and Wilkins stereo system does not hurt one bit. Then there's the fact that it carries a 18.8 kWh battery pack that gives you about 90 km of pure electric driving range. After the safety brief at the Routehunters garage, we rolled out into the highway for a straight 2.5-hour trek to Kamunting. We encourage participants to not group together to avoid lane hogging during highway drives. Once regrouping at Kamunting Toll, we proceeded to top up our tanks and proceed to our first drive route. The route we were about to travel was the A7 between Kamunting to Kubu Gajah and going back down to Batu Kurau via A5 and then detour into the A6 via 113. This stretch of road is bloody spectacular with crazy landscapes, amazing views and awesome roads. It is full of twisty sections, wide sections in between to relax a little and back to the twisties for many fun kilometers. If you plan to overnight in Kuala Kangsar or Taiping, we highly recommend you check out these routes in the morning as the vibe will be completely different. The last time we were here, we only drove past the picturesque waterfall. This time we decided to stop for some pictures. There's a car park nearby which you can safely park without obstructing traffic. The bridge runs across the falls, look precarious and can give you vertigo, but the view is second to none and it pays to come here early. Another revisit we did from the last drive was to Tasik Raban. The last time we dined out here. This time we stopped to admire the natural beauty of the lake. Munching down on some roadside snacks like pisang goreng, we marched on. Our drive continued to our lunch spot, which was a quaint cafe by the river. The Breakfast by the River is a local institution attracting loads of customers from Kuala Kangsar over the weekend for their nasi lemak. Located on the banks of the Perak River, it's a serene hideout which offers a relaxing, cozy environment and awesome views. We finally concluded the day by checking into the Grand Baron Hotel in Taiping. One of the larger hotels in town, it's located close to both Maxwell Hill and Lake Gardens. The hotel itself is nestled among greeneries. Our dinner stop for the day was the Delicious Bites in Taiping. Set up from a repurposed property, they were not shy with their portions, especially their crispy chicken chop, which we will be back for more. We spent the day swapping stories till late before heading back to the room for some shut-eye. Our maiden track day for 2024 would be the 50th event since opening the drives to the community members in 2022. After gobbling up breakfast in the hotel, we sped off to the circuit. That meant sitting on the WCE for more than an hour. The suspension that helped us with the tight corners yesterday worked well at absorbing high-speed bumps. Our Routehunters track day took place on the newly updated Litar Dato Sagor, which is located in Kampung Gajah in Perak. This 1.32 kilometers sits on the delta of the Perak River. It's not a power-driven circuit, prioritizing balance over speed, which means cars like the GT86, Cayman and even a Conchil Turbo will feel right at home. The base lap time was set by 2002 FIA World Champion Karamjit Singh when we were out here the last time in a 997.2 Carrera S. You can check out that video by clicking the link here. We wanted to see how many cars would actually come close or beating that lap time. The winning lap time was set by a GT3 driven by Tengku Aran at 48.67 seconds. Ramon in the M2 was another participant who set a sub 50-second lap time at the last attempt of the day. Others who dipped below the 52-second range were Anil in a Cayman R, Albert in a highly modified M240i, and Jet in a 981K. By this time, we were sitting at a wonton mee shop in Bido, recollecting the mad weekend. Most of the team members had just recovered from falling sick and we were still recovering. But we managed to survive the weekend successfully thanks to the Volvo. The ergonomically designed seats, comfortable suspension and the effortless powertrain helped us to conserve energy for the rest of the week. Overall, in this weekend alone, the XC90 had clocked 1,000 kilometers. We started the journey with a full tank of petrol and used up another 100 ringgit overall for the trip. That's very good for a 2-ton moving house on wheels over the Malaysian countryside. The XC90 is definitely a good cross-country vehicle. Beyond the practical interior and flexible powertrain, it knows how to have fun.